4K Crib, what is going on? Welcome everybody. This is your midday movie news with your boy 4K D Ray. Welcome 4K fam. As everybody hits the building, please make sure you hit that like button. Share the video if you can. And as always, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when new videos go up. Hopefully we get everybody falling in. I tried to go ahead and make sure. I know 4K Crib wanted me to make sure I go on Instagram this time and let everybody know that I am going up. So I did that for y'all this time. Maybe still not enough time. I did 15 minutes. So hopefully that helped. I did want to get on exactly at 12, but some little hiccups hit me. McKenna and Maddox says, hey man, yo, what's up? Welcome to the 4K Corner. I am your boy 4K D Ray. If you're not already, man, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you ain't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. You guys try to share this video, get it out to the masses. Like I said, we want more people falling into the comment section so we can get things going. Right now, man, I'm really trying to learn this OBS studio so I can start doing other things with the live. It's a little more difficult than what I thought, so I'm gonna have to watch some videos, maybe reach out to a couple people whose other podcasts and things like that I watch, so I can learn how to do it, man. We want this thing to get a lot better. I definitely want it to get a lot better because it's pretty fun to me, and it seems like most of you guys love it, so only thing to do is make it a little bit better. But as people fall in, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got some things that came out this week. Shout out to 4K Crib for letting me know, hey, man, you need to really pick up Ford versus Ferrari. It was a really good film, really good transfer. So I am looking into getting that. If I get it, probably won't be to this weekend. The only thing I thought about getting it, only reason, like I said, I usually try not to buy stuff unless enough people really try to tell me, hey, it's worth picking up. I try not to get it if I ain't seen it, because I got to make sure it's something that I'm gonna watch over and over. But it does seem like it's probably got some really good audio with the car racing and things like that. Probably some stuff when they're building the cars that sounds really good. So I'm gonna look into getting it. Maybe this weekend. It's gonna depend. I'm still Target's got their buy two get one free. I still have not took advantage of that. I actually went to Target the other day, looked around. Target's small. I'm working in a new location, and this is new stores, new Best Buy that I'm going in, new Target. So this Target is worse than the one that was near my last job location that I was working at. So this one's even worse. So I just I wasn't sure. And then the boy that I talked to, he was standing there. So I was like, yo, will they do price matches during the promos? And he was like, yo, yeah, I don't really know. You'll have to take it to guest services. And when I walked in the door, guest services already had like 4 or 5 people in line. And I'm on my lunch break, so I ain't trying to stand there waiting. And then they'd be like, nah, we don't price match during promo. So I was just like, forget it. I did hit up 4K Crib on Instagram and asked him, how did he do it? He said he did it on the phone. But I don't feel like going through all that. Like, I just want to get my stuff right then and get out. That's why I love Best Buy and Amazon the best, man, because they'll go ahead and price match anything on the spot, especially Best Buy. I don't feel like going through all them hoops and stuff. I don't have time for that. But anyway, what I was looking at getting when I was in Target was I wanted to pick up. I thought about Terminator Dark Fate, but I still don't know how. I'm on the fence with that one still. I think it probably looks good, but I'm probably gonna hate the movie overall. So I'm just not too sure on that one. And then I was gonna pick up Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Still don't have that. And Dr. Sleep, I definitely still have to get that. That's like on my list of top 3 right now that I must pick up. Dr. Sleep. I'm putting Ford vs. Ferrari on there. Just not sure about Terminator yet. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is still there too. But it gets to a point now to where I'm just like, if I don't get something within a week or two, then I'm definitely probably just going to wait for an even bigger price drop, or wait till I can find it on eBay or somewhere for super cheap. And then you guys already know with Target's buy two get one free, them prices go up. So that's another reason. Like, I was sitting there Sunday night, I already had stuff in my cart Saturday night. So when Sunday came, I could see. And most of the time they raise the prices, and then I go on Amazon, prices are a lot lower. So I'm like, I'm comparing the two. Like, okay, if I buy it from Amazon, is it a little bit cheaper or something like that? Plus, you guys, Amazon has a buy 3 for the price of 2 going on right now. But I'm gonna be honest, their titles are, if you're looking for 4K, the titles are kind of scarce. There's nothing that I really want. Wizard of Oz is on there. That's kind of on my radar because it's a classic and it's a catalog title. I just don't know if I really want it that bad. So I don't know. And they still got that 2 for $30 going on. If there's some films that you're looking for out there, definitely look into those on Amazon. You get your free 2-day shipping. Could be quicker than that, depending on where you live at. So some good stuff going on right now. I'm hoping, because Best Buy last time, I think they did jump into the buy 2 get 1 free, kind of like in the middle of the week or something last time Target had it. I was hoping they did it again, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm hoping maybe they got something in store next week. I don't know. I'm on the fence, but as y'all saw, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that my last pickup yesterday was Shutter Island 4K Steelbook. That was a no-brainer. I had to pick it up. I actually forgot about it. I just happened to get on Best Buy to see what the deal of the day or the member offers were. And I was like, oh man, I forgot Shutter Island did come out today. So I went ahead, I looked, I was like, yeah, I do got the Shopkick rewards, got money in my PayPal account. So I was like, that's a no-brainer for me to go ahead and pick that up. I had it before on Blu-ray, sold it off because I knew one day it was probably gonna get transferred or whatever. I was just like, eventually it'll come. So I've been sold that off. So I was like, all right, yeah, it makes no sense but for me to go ahead and get it because I ain't got to come out of my pocket for it. Y'all know how we do, man. Them steals and those deals. 4K Crib says he took advantage of the buy 2 get 1 free. And he can't wait till next week. He gonna cop Midway. Yeah, definitely. I do want Midway. I know you said you was gonna wait for Boys in the Hood. I'm hearing that transfer came out very, very good. So that's still on my radar too. $24.99. You cannot beat it. So definitely pick that up. I think it's $26 on Target. I believe Amazon has it too for $24. I'm not too sure. Midway. I do want it because I'm a big fan of war films. So usually if it's a war film, I'm probably gonna like it, and I probably want it. I just didn't hear much about this one. I reached out to one of my the guy that got me into collecting movies and just loving movies, period, and asked him had he seen it. He said he hadn't seen it, but his parents did and said they really, really liked it. And you know, him and his dad share the same thoughts on film. So I feel kind of good about it, but I don't know. But it's been on my radar for quite some time. 4K Crib says it had a lot of action. We got 4 people now. You guys, please make sure you hit that like button. Please, please, please hit that like button so we can get this out. The more likes we get, the further the reach. And also, I know 4K Crib, you asked me over the weekend, was I gonna watch the Oscars? And I saw that movie. I ain't seen Parasite, but I see it had got Best Picture. A lot of people were happy about that. I believe that's a subtitled movie, so probably not a lot of people's cup of tea, but I heard it's pretty good, and it must have been good to get Best Picture. So if you guys seen that, you can definitely let me know in the comment section. Was it a really good film? I know most people do not like sitting there reading subtitles. And it didn't get the 4K treatment, so that's another reason your boy ain't gonna see it. So it'll be a minute. If somebody give me that digital code or it come up on, I'm sure it'll be on Prime or something like that. So I'll catch it eventually. But I usually don't watch the Oscars, man. It's been years since I watched the Oscars because a lot of times you can kind of sit back and you already know, like, it's kind of a popularity contest, sort of. And you know, based on what the critics like throughout the year, what the Best Picture and who's going to get what awards. But anyway, Parasite definitely won Best Picture. Best Lead Actor. I know everybody went crazy over Joaquin Phoenix and the Joker. Y'all already know my thoughts if you follow me. Y'all already know my thoughts on the Joker movie. Yes, Joaquin Phoenix did a great job as the Joker, but the movie overall was not like the hype that, you know, everybody gave it. At least not for me. You know, everybody holds their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You don't have to agree with what I say. I don't have to agree with what you say. So we're human. But anyway, Best Lead Actress went to Renee Zellweger with Judy. Best Supporting Actor, Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Supporting Actress, Laura Dern, Marriage Story. Best Director, Bong Joon-ho for Parasite again. Best Animated Feature, Toy Story 4. I still ain't watched that. Kids just watched it the other day. I still got to check it out. Best Animated Short, Hair Love, Matthew A. Cherry. Adapted screenplay went to Jojo Rabbit. Original screenplay went to Parasite again. Cinematography went to 1917, which I still got to check 1917 out. Every morning that I woke up and was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go check it out. I never got up to go see it. Best documentary went to American Factory. Best documentary short subject, Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone. Best live action short film, The Neighbor's Window, Marshall Curry. Best foreign language, Parasite again. Best film editing, here you go, 4K Crib, Ford versus Ferrari. Best sound editing, Ford versus Ferrari. Sound mixing went to 1917. Production design went to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Original score, Joker. See, a lot of this stuff, like, I don't really care. Makeup and hair went to Bombshell. Yes, it's like 5 women. It's makeup, of course. Costume design went to Little Women. Visual effects, 1917. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, Netflix, y'all didn't get in on it this year. You got snubbed. Y'all had Netflix stuff had a whole bunch of nominations. I think like 30 nominations. They ain't really winning nothing. I know I think it was the owner of Netflix or whatever. He says he feels like he kind of got snubbed because they don't want streaming to look like it's overtaking the box office. I don't know if that holds true. Y'all can let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on that. I know streaming is a big, huge avenue right now. If you look at the numbers, it's going to say that, numbers are down, sales are down for each distributor, whether it's Netflix, Amazon, things like that. But that's because there's so many different avenues of where you can get your streaming from that people seem to binge watch stuff. They'll go ahead and pay for it, binge watch what they want to watch, dump it till the next season comes on of what they want to watch and things like that. I know I kind of do that with WWE Network. Like when it's time for the big pay-per-views to start, that's when I really subscribe to it and stay subscribed to it. After WrestleMania, I'll dump it. Around this time, I'll get it back for a couple months like that. Like, because I'm not going to sit there every day watching content. I don't care about the new content. I'll go back and watch some of the old stuff, but like I'll watch older documentaries and things like that, but I'm not watching like backstage, in the life, let's just say in the life of Seth Rollins or these new guys. I'm not watching stuff like that. So it's not really worth me spending $10 on every month unless I'm going to watch a pay-per-view. Let's go back through. 4K Crib says Midway had a lot of action. And then he said, what's your thoughts on Birds of Prey? I still haven't seen Birds of Prey. I'm waiting on my daughter to be out of school one day where she doesn't have, this is her last week of basketball practice and games. So I'm waiting on her to finish that up and then we're going to go see it. I told her we would go yesterday, but I had to work. I'm off today, but I think she has practice or she has a game today and Friday, something like that. I'm not sure, but I had to wait on her because she loves Harley Quinn. So I definitely cannot see it without her. But I would say the reviews are pretty good for it. A lot of people are actually saying that they did like it. I'm definitely trying not to ask females did they like it, because of course the females are going to say they love Harley Quinn. They're not looking at everything we're looking at in the film. So I like to get the thoughts on the guys that seen it to say, hey, yes, it was pretty good. But I'm hearing it was pretty decent. Jorge Cruz says this week I'm going to watch 3 movies, the Sonic movie, Fantasy Island, and Downhill. I'm not too sold on Fantasy Island. The Sonic movie, not interested in that at all. Yes, I did love playing Sonic on the Sega Genesis back in the 90s when I was a kid, but the movie has not swayed my interest. And like I say, my kids are like at an age that they don't care about like films like that. I mean, they'll watch stuff like that while they're here at home, but they're not asking me, hey, Dad, can we go to the movies and see like Sonic or something like that? Or Toy Story, any of that stuff. There's another Despicable Me movie coming out, so I'm kind of interested in that. Or is it a Minions movie? Either way, I don't care. It's Minions involved. Fantasy Island movie is a Blumhouse movie. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Looking at the trailers, it didn't look like something I'm just like, oh, I got to see that. But I'm going to tell you, The Invisible Man, yes, that looks like something I want to see. Even though it's kind of like, okay, I've seen it before, it still looks pretty creepy in a new way. So I do want to see the Invisible Man. It looks pretty dope to me. What else am I looking for? I can't really. Not my cup of tea. I didn't like that female actor. Yeah, see, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like me, I don't. Birds of Prey was a decent movie. The story is a little weak, but Black Mass. Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm hearing. Like the story as a whole, it just really. People said they kind of got tired of like the narration part of Harley narrating through the story like Deadpool does. Like I hear a lot of complaints about that. But as far as like everything else is visually good, everything else kind of works. It's just the story's not really there. 4K Chris says she did terrible in Hell's Kitchen. Said a little weak, but Black Mass was damn entertaining. Yeah, so that's the consensus right now, that it's still a pretty good, decent movie, but it seems like critics tried to trash it. But that's usually how it goes, man. The critics, they're older, they're not really into it. They didn't kind of grow up watching this stuff, and now they get a chance to see it live on the big screen. So we're kind of excited about it. You can give us just about anybody that was born like maybe, I would say late 70s, 80s into early 90s that really grew up watching these characters. Like we never expect a lot of this stuff to make it to film. So now that we're finally seeing it, we're excited about it. No matter, they can kind of give us any character. We're excited about it. Especially coming from the days in the 90s when we just had stuff like when we had Blade and your earlier Fantastic Four films. Some of this stuff, like it just wasn't there yet. The quality was not there like it is now. Tech and everything has just it's expanding so fast, the things that they can use, so it's getting better and better every year. So that should make the movies better. And now that the people that grew up, you know, around our age are making these movies, so it should only get better. I'm hoping there's supposed to be more Transformers movies coming out. They're not sure whether it's going to be a reboot. Of course, we got the Snake Eyes spinoff. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Hopefully it's good. Stuff like that, man. I'm just hoping eventually it will get better. Even the stuff that's not as good, that somebody will come along, reboot it, that really, really loves the franchise and really going to put their heart into it, can come out with something really good. I'm still waiting on Thundercats, to be honest. You haven't heard anything about that in a while. Of course, there was a little teaser saying that, yes, they are working on it. Production's supposed to start and things like that. So still waiting on news on that, because y'all, as a kid, boy, Thundercats was the man. 4K Chris says, when I was watching Birds of Prey, there were scenes where I was on my phone. The movie gets somewhat good towards the ending. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt with Joker. I'm sitting here watching it in my house, and I'm just kind of like, you know, waiting. Okay, that was cool. Yep, he's creepy. He's following his neighbor. Oh, it looks like he's about to go into a crib, stuff like that. But I'm just like, all right, when's everything gonna hit? Bad Boys for Life hit 300 million in the box office. I'm sure we're gonna get a sequel. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. Honestly, looking at the trailers going into it, I was not sure how this movie was going to turn out. It seemed like it at first, the first trailer and everything seemed like it was one of those cash grabs. Like, okay, we know fans been waiting for years. We want to go ahead and do it. We're getting older. Let's go ahead and make this Bad Boys 3. Come on, let's do it. Did it. I didn't think it was going to be all that good. Then another trailer dropped. I was like, okay, it's kind of showing me like Bad Boys 2-ish. So I'm like, okay, maybe it won't be better than Bad Boys 2, but it'll still kind of be more action than 1 with a decent send-off, you know what I'm saying? And man, when my homeboys told me, he was like, yo, it's better than 2. I was like, ain't no way. Nah, I don't believe you. Then other people started saying, yeah, that joint's good. I was like, yo, I'm hyped. I'm ready. Got in there. At first, I was kind of like, I'm not sure if it's as good as people are saying, but that movie was real good. I was surprised. I can't say I'm too happy about this is my son, and now let me go, he's locked up, let me go see if he can be my partner, or however it is that they're doing it. It's kind of you're kind of reaching far out there with the storyline, but you got to do what you got to do to keep it going. I mean, the money's there, people are interested, so That new Fast and Furious trailer looks kind of trash, but I'm still going. Yeah, exactly. We know pretty much Fast and Furious at this point is just how far over the top can we get it? How much bigger of a vehicle or airplane? How silly can we go without just being just way out of space with this film? Can we go? And that's what they do. Like when I seen Charlize Theron come in with that airplane and catch him mid-air, I was, bruh, I'm dead. I'm gone. Like this is getting too silly. It's getting too silly. But guess what? Every movie is still fun to watch. So I'm gonna see it. But I'm gonna say this: definitely looks better than Hobbs and Shaw. I can tell you that Hobbs and Shaw that didn't do it for me. If I had to sell some 4Ks right now, I'd be honest with you. I'd probably sell Hobbs and Shaw. I know some people say they really loved it, but to me, I was just kind of like, nah, this ain't it. But low-key, the Bloodshot movie looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool, but it doesn't look like let's say, okay, today is what, Wednesday? Let's say it was coming out this Friday. I wouldn't be like, and I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Thank you. Holiday time, all that. I love it. Be honest, even if I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to the movies this Friday, what's out? I wouldn't be like, oh man, Bloodshot's coming out. I got to go see it. I mean, I would probably go see it if there's nothing else there, but it's not nothing. I'm just like, oh shoot, that Vin Diesel Bloodshot joint's out. I'm going to see that. That looks dope. I mean, it's cool, but you know, I ain't just ready to see it. I tend to watch every movie that comes out. I give every movie a shot. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to be that way because, let me see, I'm a retail manager, so I never know when I'm getting off, when my schedule may change. So it's other things I just got to do with my time. And I don't think you got no kids either. When you get some kids, that'll change. The day starts going by super fast. Your kids always got something you got to do. You always got something to do at home. The movies I tend to not watch are kids movies like Disney. Yeah, and like, I'm gonna be honest, like today, I woke up probably about 8 something. Everybody left the house by 9. I had to clean up real quick. I was trying to time everything out. I tried to time everything out because I wanted to make sure I was ready to be hit live 12 o'clock. I was like, man, I gotta give me something to eat. I set up everything. Looked at the time, it was like 11:20. I was like, all right, I still got time right up the street. Let me grab me something to eat. But I was like, shoot, I don't like eating and trying to talk to y'all. To me, that's kind of crazy. You know, I don't talk to people like eat. But, you know, time just went by so fast. And even right now, like, shoot, by the time we get off of here, I'm quite sure it'd be about time for my daughter to come home from school. Then the other one will be calling me, telling, oh, I'm ready from basketball practice. Dude, a day off when you got a family, it ain't a day off, and it goes by super duper fast. Oh, I have the time. I don't even really get to watch my movies once I get them anymore. And I'm 38 now. Staying up late, thinking I'm gonna stay up late. I'd be like, last night I got home probably about 10:30, 10:45. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up, watch a movie or play Modern Warfare Season 2. I was just like, bruh. Well, I did watch a movie, but I didn't. My wife came downstairs. She was like, let's watch that Netflix movie with Marlon Wayne, Sextuplets. I heard it's funny. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead and watch it because I was waiting on Modern Warfare to download anyway. But most nights, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to stay up or whatever. I ain't got to work tomorrow or whatever the case is. But shoot, I'm going to be honest, by like 9, 10 o'clock, boy, be ready to lay it down. Sometimes way before that. 4K Chris says, damn, I'm 20. Yeah, so you still got a way to go. Enjoy it, bro. Because I'm going to be honest, man. Once I turned, I'm going to say, okay, I had my first kid when I was, 23, 24. But honestly, it seems like just yesterday, I just used to have so much energy. And it just snapped away like that. Like, it was nothing to go to bed 3, 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Wake back up, do it again the next night. Playing the game all night with bros and all that. Like, it goes away quick. You look back, you be like, man, it felt like that was just yesterday. What happened? Like it's crazy how reverse life. That's why I like to call it reverse life, because you know you grow up, then you seems like your body just goes right back away. But it's crazy how that happens, man. And you just be like, bro, I'm getting old. Like that hanging, it's gone. Like lately, before I'm never been a person that could take naps and stuff like that. Now, if I was to get on that couch right now and just sit here and try to watch something, I'd probably doze off. But I was never a person to take no naps. My mind is always go, 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 always something to do. Now I just be like, I think I'm gonna lay here, then I'm gonna do this, do that. I used to just jump up and just go, 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 go all day. Can't do it no more. But anyway, let's see what else is going on in the movie world right now. I wonder how much has Birds of Prey made. I know you said Bad Boys has made over 300 million worldwide. I wonder Birds of Prey. "4K Chris said Birds of Prey is doing terrible. Opening weekend, it made 33.3 million in U.S. ticket sales. I mean, looking at the trailers, I knew it because, okay, when I went to go see Bad Boys and I seen the trailer, I heard a few people like say, I don't know about that one. That doesn't look too good and stuff like that. So I knew it wasn't just gonna be like off the charts, like everybody like, oh, Harley Quinn movie coming out, we got to go see it. But yeah, they are saying it's kind of stumbling at the box office. Yeah, I know that 33.3 million is not good, but I mean, it's DC. Like, it's not Marvel. If Marvel was connected, all you got to do is show that Marvel logo and people are hyped. Because you kind of know what you're going to get. Whether you like the film or not, you still know you're going to get kind of some quality. But you still may not like it. But DC, man, their stuff has just, it's not been the best. Even for me, Shazam was cool, but it still wasn't something I feel like I just really love it and gotta watch it again. Okay, Crib says, I can't believe Universal spent 175 million to make Doolittle and it only made 70 million in box office. They thought Robbie Downey Jr. was gonna make them the money. Yeah, exactly. Moorhead said, I think that what's really hurting the movie is the R rating. They did a pretty bad job at promoting it. Yeah, the promotion wasn't really out there. Plus, you put it the weekend before Valentine's Day, kind of after Super Bowl. It's kind of mixed in with a lot of stuff that's going on. So I think the placement is kind of bad. Maybe if they'd have bought it out this weekend, so people could take their girlfriend to see it on Valentine's Day, it might have done a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. But I think the placement is bad. I think they went for, okay, we know Deadpool came out. I believe both Deadpools came out in February, like around Valentine's Day. And it was R-rated, and shoot, we know what kind of sales Deadpool did. Great sales. But it was also that word of mouth, and it had Ryan Reynolds attached and things like that. But I think they was hoping for that same success, and it just did not translate. Margot Robbie is too much in the movie. It gets really annoying, more annoying than Deadpool. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Like her, I think she does a really good job of Harley Quinn. I mean, I know there's not other actresses to go off of that's played Harley Quinn, but as far as like what we know of her, I think she does a good job of her. I think they just probably overdid it in this film with her. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That narrating was just a bit too much. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, what about his next movie that's coming out? That I'm not too sure about it. It doesn't really look like my cup of tea. It looks like a mix between kind of like a Men in Black video games and GTA and all that. Yeah, Free Guy. I don't know about that one. I'll watch it, but it's not something I'm going to spend. How much are movies were you? I think 4K Crib, you're in Vegas, I do believe. How much are movies out there for you? Because I know a matinee for me, what they call a matinee. I thought matinees are supposed to be like almost half price cheaper than your after 6 p.m. movies. But matinee for me is like almost $11, and then like $1 more after 5 or 6 p.m. But yeah, it's like $10 and some change. If you don't get it online, then you got to pay service fees and all that. But some of these movies, it just costs too much, man. But those little memberships are pretty cool. $18 a month to go see movies. But for me, it will work more during the summertime. It will pay off more because you get more films come out. More stuff that you'd be willing to see. It looks like that movie from Warner Brothers. I forgot what it's called. What, like Ready Player One or something? What are those? I'm in Michigan in my local theater. And see, Mike, that's what I'm used to. I believe, see, I'm from Fayetteville. Plus, I think it just depends on your area, too. Because down in Fayetteville, we can see movies for a lot cheaper. But here, a lot of the areas are more affluent, make a little bit more money and things like that. So it's like the prices are just so high. But that's why I used to love going to the movies on Tuesdays, because it would be like $5. Here in Vegas, it's like $10 after 6 p.m. I have the Regal Pass. I don't pay for any movie tickets. Yeah, see, those come in handy if you for somebody that's really single or has the time to just put into it every month to go see different movies and don't care what they go see. It's definitely worth it. There's been times I've thought about doing it and just going on every Tuesday, but I'm not. Usually I'm off on Tuesdays. But now that I'm at a new location, new manager, I got to get used to what type of schedule she makes. So I don't know, but I thought about getting it. I think it would be more something I could do in the summertime because I use up all my vacation time in the summer. So I'm off a lot more. But I thought about doing that. Like, okay, see if I can have most Tuesdays off. I'll go see a movie on Tuesday. That way I can do like movie reviews and stuff like that. Even though I don't really want to get into that review territory because it's so opinionated. Yeah, I didn't like it either. It was beautiful, but as far as a movie overall, it wasn't something I really cared about either. Yeah, it's been a long time coming for Avatar 2. Still waiting to really see anything behind it. And then they're supposed to have what, like 5 or 6 of them planned out and film. I don't know. It's been years. I mean, there were some scenes that I really liked. Yeah, can't wait for John Wick 4 and The Matrix 4. That's crazy that he dropping 2 movies at the same time like that. I mean, it's not gonna matter. It's all his money. So, but it's pretty dope because you've never seen anybody do something like that. So, with 2 big films, yeah, he's killing it, man. It's pretty cool. I mean, the only thing I can say is I can tolerate all of the John Wick films, but as far as Matrix 3, I'm not too keen on watching that too many times. 1 and 2 were dope. 3, it was okay. It definitely wasn't 1 and 2 level. But you can say John Wick 1, 2, and 3 were all great. Yeah, those kill shots on John Wick 3 were pretty dope. There's a lot of comparisons to that now when you're watching movies. People like say, hey, is it better than John Wick? I know I did it with Rambo Last Blood. It was like, yo, was these kill shots better than John Wick? Did anybody see is that a movie yeah, it's out. The Rhythm Section. You seen that yet, 4K Crew? For everybody else that's still falling in, please hit that like button, man. This is the Midday Movie News with your boy 4KD Ray. Welcome to the 4K Corner. Please make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos go up. 4K Crib says no, you haven't heard of it. A little off subject, man, but what y'all think about that coronavirus? I've been trying to keep up with that, definitely, because you just never know. Oh yeah, Quiet Place 2. That's day 1. I'm definitely going to see that day 1. It looks pretty dope. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit more different than the first. It looks like it's gonna have a little more. It's gonna have more action, more talking, which can't really be a bad thing. But part one was just that was something we have not seen before, where the whole movie kind of quiet like that, eerie. Um, you, that it was dope. I loved it. So I cannot wait for part two. Looks pretty cool. I just really can't wait to see, will the baby play more of a effect? We see it in the trailer that the guy looks at the baby like, oh my gosh, you got a baby. It's going to be crying. What are we going to do? You got to get out of here. Like, I can't wait. I work in convention business. Due to coronavirus, a group canceled and there is no work for 2 weeks. Dang. Yeah, because I mean you're out on that West Coast and they got more quarantine centers out that way and things like that. So it's a little rougher out that way than it is over here towards the East and South Coast. For us, I mean, I haven't seen anything that deals with it in my area. Usually for my job, we go places. We don't have as many people coming here and things like that. And everything is localized on since we're on the East Coast, everything that deals with us is from Atlanta, coming on up through North Carolina, up to Massachusetts. So we don't have to deal with anything really going out towards the West. That's their own kind of zone and things like that. But man, I'm definitely trying to keep my eye on it because I think a lot of stuff just does not get reported in the media. You don't even hear about it on local news very much. At least not my local news doesn't talk about it as much unless it's like somebody here in America close getting affected by it or something like that. But it's not really a big subject in my local news from what I'm seeing. So I try to keep up to date with it as much as I can just in case, because y'all know a lot of times they're going to keep it from us until the last minute and everybody going to be running out trying to get supplies and things like that and going to be going crazy. So I try to keep my eyes on it just in case. But it's crazy, man, watching you've seen videos and everything of how China is from day to day with all those people walking around, cars everywhere, a bunch of noise, bunch of smog. It's helping clean the air quality out that way, I bet you that. But everything's now at a standstill. You see all these quarantine people laying in beds. It's just so quiet. You've seen like these eerie videos of people screaming, getting drugged out of their houses by people in hazmat suits. It's like, man, it's like watching a movie or playing a video game. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine something like that happening here, but it easily could. And it just shows even more. Don't take life for granted. Don't take your lights being on. Don't take having food in your cabinet. Don't take having a roof over your head for granted, because a lot of stuff can just be taken from you in an instant. Then you start looking at other stuff that's going on, like this overplayed everything that was happening in Australia. You stop hearing about that once the coronavirus thing came out. They stopped talking about the bushfires in Australia. You don't really hear as much about the earthquakes in Puerto Rico and them people living outside now and all that good stuff. Like it's just so much stuff happening right now that you just got to keep your eyes on. Pray for everybody, pray for yourself, pray for family, friends, all that good stuff, because you just never know, man. Life can change in an instant. "4K Crib says can't wait to the November elections." All right, so we know you're a voter. Not gonna get into all that. It looks like we're 40 minutes in. Definitely not gonna hold y'all long because I definitely want to get some gameplay in. Where's Jay Cinemas? He in school right now. I love having him in here too, 4K Crib. That's the little bro right there, man. I think this is his last year of high school. He should be graduating, I believe, but I know he usually pops in while we're in here. He may not have gotten a notification, or maybe busy in class or something, but I'm quite sure he'll catch it on the replay. He'll be glad we shouted him out. But I love having the little dude in here, man. And like I told him before, man, don't Don't get yourself in trouble trying to hop into my live during the midday. Make sure you focus on school. I wish that was something I did more of. I'm not. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at in life right now. It could be a lot better had I listened. A lot of things could have gone different for me if I'd have listened through high school or had the opportunities that a lot of people have or knew about a lot of things that are out there. Crunch Butt Steak says, "What's up, 4K Corner? What is going on, Butt Crunch?" Make sure you hit that like button, share this video if you can. But anyway, man, yeah, like so many opportunities out there, especially for kids now that are in school to just, I hear so many stories about people earning degrees while they're still in high school. That's crazy. I wish I'd have known about stuff like that, or I wish I'd have gotten just involved in more things in school, or, you know, had somebody behind me telling me the right moves to make. You know, my mom, she did the best thing. She did the best she could for us with having 4 kids to raise on her own, working 2 jobs and things like that. And then having a really bad tragic accident when I was in 12th grade. So, you know, I think she's pretty happy with where I'm at right now. She's glad that I didn't get involved in a lot of things that other people were involved in, didn't drop out of school, still graduated, went to college, got my degree, did better, make sure I raised my 3 girls the right way, married, been married for almost 15 years now. So I think she's pretty glad. I mean, when I look back, I just be like, yo, I wish I could have did some things different, but I'm glad with where I'm at right now. And there's only more. I got my plans in place of where I want to be in the next 15, 20 years. So it's all about just continuing to grind, waking up every morning, whether I want to or not. Just clocking in. Well, I don't clock in, but just going to work, doing my job, and, you know, getting that paycheck every Friday. But just making sure I'm happy at the end of the day. Making sure them bills are paid. That's the big thing. Bills paid, kids got what they need. 4K Crib says, "What are you majored in?" I've majored in business. Right now I'm 38. My plan is by time I say around about between 50, I give myself 56 to 60 years old, I want to be retired, living on the beach. And I don't mean like, oh, I can sit out on my porch and see the ocean. No, I want my house to be right there on the sand. I mean, I will of course, you know, you try to get what you can, but that's the ultimate plan. Now, if I gotta get something like kind of a little far back, but still good, nothing's gonna get built and block my view, cool. But I want to be able to walk off my deck right there into the sand, ocean. That's my ultimate plan. Growing up, I never cared about, oh, I have to have like the newest shoes. Well, 11th, 12th grade, I had to have a fresh pair of shoes, Air Force Ones, but I was never like the guy like, oh, I gotta have fresh clothes all the time. Can't wear the same thing twice. Gotta have the newest shoes. Gotta put rims on my car. I've never cared about stuff like that. So, which beach? I really don't know yet. 4K Crib says Wavy 80. Now, Wavy won't really like that. Wavy, I mean, honestly, never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. But I'll just say he came out more once he started hanging with us, Mr. Orchard Beach. Yeah, he came out more once he started hanging with us. We used to walk past his house, and he would be outside playing, and then I guess after a while he started like to flag us down and be like, yo, what's up? Y'all want to come over or whatever like that. And then that's when he started hanging with us and just started coming out and things like that. And then he got into the gear. He was more, of course, yeah, he was more into the gear and shoes, and he still is, than somebody like me was. For me, it was all like, I don't know. I was always laid back. But yeah, I don't know which beach. We're still trying to decide that. I mean, I got family down towards like Tampa, Bradenton area. So I don't know if I want to do like Panhandle. Nah, I've never lived in the Bronx. He's not from the Bronx either. My wife is pretty much from the Bronx. Not really. I mean, she used to go there. Her family, that's where her dad is. And that side of the family is from the Bronx, so she used to go there every summer. Then he just happened to move right there, up there, and like not too far from where they live at. So that it worked out fine for me and him to still be able to hang out. So I still try to make it a inference for me to go up there every summer just to hang out with him. Because you guys know, man, once you get older, like those relationships, they ain't what they used to be. Everybody has their own path. Everybody starts to have a family and things like that. So y'all don't really kick it and talk like you used to. I'm gonna say 4K Crib, you're not missing much. I'm not gonna say like, okay, the first time I went to New York was what, 3 years ago or 2 years ago. I have never really cared for wanting to go. It was cool to finally to go. The thought of going, I was like, all right, yeah, one day maybe New York, but I was never big on wanting to go because I always know, okay, it looked dirty and stuff like that. So I just knew it wasn't for me. So I'm gonna be honest, when we went up there, my wife took me with the kids, her niece and nephew with us. When we first got there, me and the kids, we was kind of like shocked. It was just like, I felt like I was ready to come back home myself. Like that level of living, for me, I haven't experienced nothing like that. Yeah, I was raised, I grew up in the projects, but not that type of projects. I mean, the projects weren't good for me. I'm saying it won't like no nice projects, but it won't New York. New York is disgusting. I'm gonna be honest. If you're not going to Manhattan or like a good part of Brooklyn or the Queens, you ain't missing nothing. It's nasty. There's trash everywhere. The people are rude. It's noisy. Tight living quarters. The hallways stink. The elevators, they might work, they might not work. Public transportation is nasty. There's people on there just acting crazy. You gotta be mindful to watch out what's going on around you. You can't let your guard down. Like, there ain't no way I want to live. I mean, I don't have no, like, that's why I can go up there every summer to chill with him, but I'm not going up there for like an extended period of time. I do like 3-4 days and I'm ready to go. Like, I don't like it. Mike Moorhead said, did you check out any of the XFL last weekend? The Saturday games was better than Sunday. Saturday was kind of dope. That Tampa team, terrible. Andy Murray, that's his name, Andy Murray? Yeah, from Georgia, terrible. The first day games was better than day 2, though. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's fun in New York, though. It is fun. I have a good time, but the living situation is disgusting. And it's so expensive. Jaroslav says hi from Russia. We reaching out there. Continue to hit that like button so we can get that reach out there. It's good to have you, Jaroslav. Make sure you please hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. 4K Chris says Lakers gonna win the NBA championship. Probably so, but we've seen stuff like this happen before. We've seen the Warriors look like the best team out there. They did not win. We've seen the Lakers look like the best team out there. They didn't win before. We've seen Boston before look like the best team. They did not win. But yeah, right now it does look like the Lakers are gonna win, barring that Anthony Davis and LeBron makes it all the way through the season, or either one of them goes out. It could be a different situation, and we know the playoffs are always something different. But right now, yes, I would say the Lakers do look like they're gonna win it. And I'm a Lakers fan. I don't care for them right now because I'm not a LeBron fan at all. I've never been on a LeBron train ever. So I'm gonna say honestly, I don't even really watch. Now, let's not get it mistaken. I'm gonna say this now. I'm not a LeBron fan on the court. Off the court, the dude is phenomenal. Everything he does, love everything he does off the court. But on the court, I'm not a LeBron fan. On the court right now, Lakers is always my team, but I like Kevin Durant's game. So I'm still waiting on him to ever come back. I doubt it's this season, but I love seeing KD play. Who do you think they're gonna play in the NBA Finals 4K Crib. I want to say it's probably going to be Milwaukee, but we also thought that last year. And Milwaukee didn't even make it to the finals. Have you already seen the new Star Wars? No, I have not. I'm not, Jaroslav, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so it wasn't something I had to jump up and go see. I don't really care for Star Wars at all. And that's crazy growing up in the 80s that I just didn't like Star Wars. 4K Crib says Toronto. I don't even know what is Toronto's what are they looking like this year? Told you I have not paid no attention to the NBA so far this season. And I think which call it is it this weekend or next weekend? I believe next weekend is All Star. Is it this weekend? So Toronto Raptors are 40-14. I mean, it could be the Raptors again. I wouldn't be surprised. The East is always open, no matter, well, unless LeBron is there. It sure won't be my Pistons. Boy, it's been years since the Pistons have looked like a decent team. Don't be mad. Everybody's franchise at some point has a low. I mean, I've always been a San Francisco 49ers fan. Yeah, 49ers lost. There we go. Bring it up at the same time. But I've always been a San Francisco 49ers fan. But there was a point in time where, I wasn't really watching the 49ers. I fell in love with Peyton Manning as a football player. I love Peyton Manning on the field. So I would watch him when he played with the Colts. Then I watched him when he played with Denver. Then finally, 49ers started to turn back around and become a good team again. So, I mean, it's every franchise, man. Who else do I love? Florida State. Right now, past couple years, Florida State football has been nothing worth watching. So, I've been watching LSU. I've been watching Clemson. I hate Alabama. Not going to ever watch Alabama. So, I watch those two. Those two teams I can always watch. So, hopefully the Seminoles will be back. College basketball right now. My Tar Heels are absolute hot garbage. Had a great game against Duke over the weekend. That game, no matter where those two teams are in the year, those are always phenomenal games. That game was phenomenal, but they lost. Just lost again last night, I do believe. Like it's been looking bad for the Tar Heels, but there's no other college basketball team that I can watch and kind of root for other than the Tar Heels. And like I said, NBA, I like the Lakers. I don't really do any other sports. XFL, that's something I don't seem to be like, oh, I gotta watch that. Like, I'm off this weekend. I probably will forget that it's even coming on. It didn't do it for me. I watched it because it was a new product. Everybody was talking about it. It was something on, and it was okay, but the quality still was not there quite like the NFL. It didn't do it for me. So I'm eager to see how it's gonna do in the next couple weeks. Once the newness wears off. 4K Chris says you should watch the show All American. It's on Netflix. What's it about? I might have to write that down so I remember. Yeah, y'all can always give me shows because I ain't got no shows that I'm watching right now. All I be doing, like, if I'm not watching a movie or YouTube, if I put something on, it's probably like an episode of the first 48 that I ain't watched. For some reason, I love cop stuff, but would never want to be a cop. So I've been watching stuff like Behind Bars, free documentaries about prison and stuff like that. I only like watching stuff like that so I know it'll help keep me out of there because I see how horrible it is. And I've experienced a couple hours in one, and I never want to go back. It's about a football player. Wonder who. Watch the End of Watch. You talking about the movie End of Watch? Or is there a show for the in the watch? Oh, if you're talking about the movie in the watch, yeah. If you're talking about the movie in the watch, I already yeah, that's crazy. That's a dope movie. But if they turned it into a TV show, yeah, I can watch that. Says it's a rough time being a Detroit fan right now. Literally every one of our pro teams are trash. Yeah, you right about that. Especially y'all lost when Megatron went out and was like, forget it, I ain't playing football no more. Who do y'all even got on the Pistons? Blake Griffin still there? I gotta get my typing skills up. Okay, so it was a CW show. CW had the first season. Netflix picked up on the second season. Yeah. I'll probably get that a check. Is it more like on the serious side? Is it kind of comedy-ish? That All American show. We got D Rose and Griffin, but Griffin's out for the Griffin always out with an injury. I know a lot of people was kind of hoping that D Rose would go to the Lakers. It's more on the serious level. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out at some point. Hopefully, I don't forget. But man, what movies and games are y'all looking forward to? Yeah, I never I think I watched maybe a couple episodes of Narcos and that was it. Said season 2 coming out tomorrow. It's a good show. Yeah, I always heard how good it was. Cause what is that? Is that a is it HBO or Cinemax? I know it's on one of those premium networks. What am I watching? This is crazy. Oh, I gotta watch that. What else is out there that y'all can give me to watch? Because I don't have well, I got Netflix, but it's somebody else's account. I got my own Amazon Prime account and WWE Network. Those are the only things I subscribe to. And I'm glad I'm thinking about WWE Network right now because I actually got to go back and go ahead and take that. Well, yeah, I can take it out for a month. I think, what's up next? Elimination Chamber. What you call it this weekend? Takeover. So I'll keep it right now. Yeah, I'll probably keep it till April. It's cool. But I need to go ahead and take my my payment type up out of there so to quit doing those recurring charges every month. Have you watched Project X? It's a funny movie. Yeah, Project X was cool. Or watch 20. Yes, both 21 Jump Streets was good. Super Showdown is the next. I'm not into the Super Showdown. It's too gimmicky. It means nothing. It's just there. Like, why are we about to see The Fiend and Goldberg go against each other? Why is Ricochet about to go against Brock Lesnar? If you think about it in real context, you should say, okay, if he flattened Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston like it was nothing, he beat Kofi Kingston like record timing real quick. This match with Ricochet should last like 3 seconds and be over. Like this Super Show is a joke. It's a glorified house show. I mean, I'll watch it, but I know there's nothing like really to look forward to with it. And then the time that they put it on is like super weird. I get it because it's overseas, their time, but it's crazy. I still gotta watch NWA Power from yesterday, AEW Dark. Then of course tonight we got AEW and NXT. Says you haven't heard much about All Elite Wrestling. Oh, that's crazy. Because it's been killing NXT. Do you have Taxi Driver in your collection? A few days ago, I just saw this movie the first time. It was awesome, and I already got my digipack. Oh yeah, I don't have Taxi Driver in my collection, but yes, it is probably one of the best movies ever. And actually, I thought I just saw some information the other day on that movie, or maybe I was just reading something and they was talking. Yeah, that's what it was. I was looking. I'm still trying to narrow down my choices of what movie posters I want to go ahead and buy. So I was looking at like top 50, top 10s, the top 20 movie posters of all time, and Taxi Driver was one of them in that list. Did you finish watching Gotham? Yeah, Gotham's been done. Of course, there's still a few episodes here and there that I never got to see, but yeah, for the most part, I can say yes, I've seen all of Gotham. I love that show. I hated to see it end. It was really, really good. I wish it could have kept going, but of course, no show is ever going to keep going, and at some point, you're probably going to lose interest in it anyway. I actually kind of want to get back into watching Walking Dead. So since there's no sports, I may go back and try to start watching that again this weekend. But it does, to me, honestly, it doesn't even look like I'm probably going to enjoy trying to go back and watch it. But you never know. Once you start binging things, sometimes you kind of get back into it. Ooh, that quality do look good. I know I still want to get off the rest of all these. This is all I've got left of Blu-rays, and then half a shelf that y'all can't really see here. That's still like half. Well, you can see almost all of this shelf. Yeah, pretty much. But it's got like a shelf and a half to 2 shelves worth of Blu-rays. Well, there might be some in my living room, but I still want to get all the rest of this stuff off. Then I want to get new shelves. So the plan is new shelves. I want to say, because I'll get this room, the only money I want to use from this room is going to come from work. So when I get my bonus, which is usually around March, April, I'm going to dedicate money from that to this room. So I'm going to do new shelving because I don't like these shelves. I just bought it because it was cheap when I first moved in and I needed something. But I want to do new shelving because I actually don't even want the shelving where it is anymore. I want it on the side over here where my arcade machine and my little mini fridge is at. I want to put all my shelving and stuff over there. But I actually don't even want my movies exposed. I want some covered shelving. I want something kind of like a little like closet or something. I don't know, but I don't want everything out in the open no more. If y'all watched the last time, I want my room to have a more clean look when you come in, because the room is right here towards the front of the house at the front door near the foyer. So I want a clean look when people come in. I don't want it to look like a little kiddie room. I want it to look more like a kind of like a lounge theater, an actual theater room, lounge type room, not all kiddie and everything. Other than the arcade machines, that'll be the only thing that's still in here that's kind of kid-like. But it's still, there's arcade machines in the movie theater. Anyway, so the plan is, of course, get rid of that. I want to do like maybe 2 big plants and the speaker stands right here by the TV and the entertainment stand. Windows right there. Then I'm going to do on this wall to my left side of the viewing experience, it'll be my arcade machine, the shelving, my mini fridge, Then my couch on wall number 3, back wall, with movie posters going around. That's it. Pretty simple. That's all. That's all I want, is it just to be simple. That's it. My issues. You're gonna get new shows. Mike Moorhead says my issue with AEW is that they don't know how to build the talent, and the women's division doesn't feel important. It really doesn't. Not too much, because I want to say, okay, Rio, people love her as a champion, but you don't really see her much. They had Chris Statlander up there. Then she had her match and everything. She had her thing with the Dark Order. You really haven't seen her like the past two weeks again. Britt Baker's out there. I'm loving what they're doing with her right now, finally. You still got Akari Shida out there. They're introducing new people, but they're not really doing nothing. That Nightmare Collection, it's a joke. They need to kind of get rid of that. Maybe let Brandy just kind of use that gimmick as herself, not this whole like team thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe she just needs to be kind of weird herself. But I want to say, I do kind of want to see where they're going now with Awesome Kong and Mel, since they got into it. But they do need to do something different. I think it's time to probably put the belt on another woman other than Riho. Maybe Chris Statlander, or Hikaru Shida, or Britt Baker herself. And yes, I think they need at least 2 more stars. Right now, we know Jericho is still the top guy. I don't know how long he plans on actually being there and wrestling. So week to week, there's a big emphasis on tag team wrestling. So it's almost like every week we're seeing kind of the same thing. You kind of know what to expect, but they're just throwing, like, okay, one week you might get, let's say, Hangman Page and no, okay. Let's just put it this way. They're just grouping people together and having maybe a 3-man tag match or an 8-man tag match or whatever. So you're kind of still seeing the same thing every week. They're just trying to figure out, okay, who can we put together this time that we didn't put together last time? So it's kind of like, it's kind of gets a little bit stale, but the matches do be good. But I think they still need a couple more stars, because it's pretty much Cody, Jericho. Of course, everybody's loving Hangman Adam Page right now. I think Kenny and Pac should be really good. I believe that's tonight. It feels like we're waiting so long on the next pay-per-view, and that this MJF and Cody Rhodes feud has been going on forever. I know they're trying to bring that appeal back to wrestling, to where storylines can last. Like back in the day, a storyline can last almost a year. So they're trying to bring that aspect back, but it's starting to feel like it's a little drawn out with him and MJF. So I'm still kind of waiting. I believe next week is when they're in Atlanta, and you finally get to your first steel cage match in Atlanta with Cody and Wardlow. So that's going to be pretty cool, because I want to see what cage they're going to use. Probably the old school fence is what I'm guessing. So I mean, there's a lot of good upsides about AEW. It's still kind of missing something, and I think they still got some pushing to do with people. Like, people love Lord, how do I keep forgetting these people's names? Like, you got like a Private Party out there. They're pretty cool. They're a good tag team, but like I said, there can be a little bit of time before you see them, or they might lose when you think they should probably win, things like that. But you got some people out there people pretty much like. Orange Cassidy. I would kind of like to see him in his own match. His gimmick is cool with Best Friends. People love him. The crowd pops when they come out, Best Friends and Orange Cassidy, and when he does his little gimmick. But I'd actually like to see him wrestle a little bit more. Says they sell some good media shells on Amazon. Yeah. By the way, 21 Jump Street is a pretty good movie. I also have this one in Zavvy Steelbook. Yes, 21 Jump Street was good. It was real funny. But anyway, you guys, we are 68 minutes in. Unless you guys got some more topics, I think I'm about to probably end it here, because I do want to get some Modern Warfare gameplay in. Bears 2248 says, what is good? Welcome to the Midday Movie News with your boy 4KD Ray. Welcome to the 4K Corner. Make sure you hit that like button, Bears, and share this if you can. Say we got 11 watching now with 6 likes. You guys, please don't forget to hit that like button. Sorry, I'm trying to check out these shoes before this weekend to see if I want to cop. I was really just hoping that it was kind of a limited, so because I just want to resell them, make some money, pay some things off. But it looks like these are going to be a little more GR than I expected them to be. But I mean, I'll rock them, even if I can get them. Does Best Buy still give you $1 off? No, I don't know why they stopped doing that. Like, it's like out of the blue at some point they just stopped doing that. Because I was like, one day I had realized it last year. And I was like, hold up, let me see if I can get that $1 off. So I changed it from store pickup to shipping and then back to store pickup. And I don't know why they just did that. They stopped out of the blue. Rafa Ram says, what's your latest 4K pickups? Bear says, what's new? What 4K pickups? What 4Ks are you getting? So I just picked up the yesterday. Yeah, Shutter Island 4K. That's the last thing I just picked up this week. know everybody's telling me to go pick up Ford versus Ferrari, so I'll probably go pick that up this weekend. Oops. Jaroslav says, did you say Out of the Blue? I wasn't talking about the movie Out of the Blue. But I did say Out of the Blue, meaning like it just happened out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting. There was no, hey, we're going to get rid of the dollar pickup, just to let you guys know that Best Buy did just kind of finessed us out of the blue and took that dollar pickup out. Did I make a vid of the pickup? No, I didn't make a vid of the pickup. My plan was to do an unboxing video of it. Bear says that you have a sound bar, right? Yes, I have a few sound bars, to be honest with you. I have a Vizio 5.1. I have a Samsung 2.1, a 5.1. Actually, the 2.1 sounds better than the 5. Like, it's crazy. Yes. I cannot, now don't ask me, can I recommend you any sound bar? Said you want a 5.1 Bose. What makes you want the 5.1 Bose? And do you mean a sound bar or a 5.1 Bose speaker system setup? Because honestly, sound bars are cool when you're limited for space, but you're still not getting what you would get out of having a receiver. But sound bars are dope for somebody like me who doesn't have a lot of space, like in the room right now that I'm in. Like if I tried to do a really good 5.1 setup with floor standing speakers and all that, it will probably look pretty congested in this room. And it'll get hot. Jaroslav says he wish he could buy a Dolby Atmos soundbar. Jaroslav, I'm sure you could if you really wanted to. Man, a lot of things are not as far out of our reach as we expect it to be. You just got to know what to do with your money. Where to put your money at. If you cut something out that you usually spend money on, I'm quite sure you could get that soundbar. It may not be tomorrow, but if you set a date to say, hey, this is when I want to get this, and this is how I'm going to get it, you'll get it. Because that's typically what I do. Like anything I buy that's kind of expensive, I know how to research, set my date, and say this is how I'm gonna get it, and I get it. Now I wish if my sister fell in here right now, she usually comes in some of my chats and things like that. She'll tell you, yes, that is the truth. That's exactly how I do things. Like how I'm telling y'all exactly how I want my room set up and where that money's coming from. That's my plan. Like, that's all you got to do. Plan it out. It's going to happen for you. You got to put special fabrics in the wall when you install a surround sound. I mean, you don't have to. It'll help. It's just like car audio. If you dyno match your trunk, it's gonna sound better. That your acoustics are gonna vibrate across the room a little bit better. That's why you see people on their podcast, they have the soundproofing stuff on their wall. It's for your audio. It's gonna help that your sound travel and bounce off of walls a little bit better. But I mean, you don't have to unless like, are you really like that big into audio that you're gonna notice every little nuance and everything like that? So I mean, some stuff it just, I don't. It's crazy. Make it look like a movie theater. Don't get yourself caught up in what you see everybody else doing or somebody else doing. Get what you know you need, what you're willing to pay for, what's going to satisfy you. There's 1,000 different home theater setups you can look at. There's 1,000 different receivers you can look at. You're going to see a negative review for something. Somebody's going to always tell you, no, you should get this. This is better than this. Do your research. Figure out exactly what it is that you want. The budget that you set. Be happy with what it is that you want, that you can provide for yourself. Don't let others always influence your buying decisions. I don't have recliners in my room. I have a pull-out couch that I really love. I wanted that because I wanted to also use this room as like a flex room whenever I have my nieces and nephews or my sister come into town and stay over. Nobody has to give up a bed. They can sleep right in this room. I'm the only one that comes in this room, so anything that goes in here is something that I want, that I'm comfortable with, that I paid for. I don't let anybody else influence anything that I buy unless my wife says, I think this would look good or something like that. Other than that, it's all me. I figure it out on my own. I don't listen to anybody else. I try to do my research, narrow it all down, and make the best decision that I can afford to make. That's just like people ask me plenty of times, oh, you collect movies, but why do you use bookshelves to put your movies on? Because that's what I want to use. I mean, I'm fine with this amount of space that's in between, because my next shelf down, you don't see that same amount of space because I was displaying other things like toys and collectibles and things like that. So this stuff's not going to fit on just like a DVD type shelving system. So don't get caught up in what other people feel like you should have unless they're going to pay for it. I mean, if you're going to give me the money to spend to get that stuff, yeah, I'll go get it. But other than that, I'm going to get what it is I want to get. Bear says you've got your mind right. Yeah, I mean, you work hard for what it is that you want. Don't let anybody else influence you to do something outside of your means. So like even, let me see what else. Like, yeah, the TV. When I made my video saying that, I bought the TCL TV, I'm happy with my decision. Did I have the money to go ahead and get let's say next level, probably like QLED or something higher? Yeah, I did, but I didn't want to spend another $300-400 for just a TV. It's a TV. It's not that serious to me. I'm not a reviewer. I'm not making money off of YouTube to have to go get the latest and greatest thing to get even more views, and it's going to help pay it off. So I'm going to get what it is I want. I knew it was a great TV. It was the amount of money that I wanted to spend, and it worked out well for me. I love it. OLED, sure, I love to have an OLED TV, but I just don't see why I would spend about $2,000 on a TV. It's a TV. Sure, it looks great, yeah, but it's still a TV. Have you have your TV mounted to the wall? No, my TV is not mounted to the wall. It's on a floating stand. I'm not really into the TV, the mounting on the wall. As long, if you're gonna mount it at eye level, your TV should always be at eye level. So if however you're sitting, it should be at your eye level. You shouldn't have to move your eyes upwards or downwards to look at something. You should be looking dead ahead. So most of the time when you sit a TV on the wall, you're gonna be looking, your neck is gonna be kind of up or your eyes are gonna be up. But it should be at eye level. Did you pick up Boys in the Hood 4K Steelbook? No, I didn't pick it up, but I definitely am. The transfer came out really good on that, and I do plan on picking it up. I kind of sat there and thought about it and was like, I don't see it, really selling out or anything like that. And I also seen it as being one of those titles that's not really highly sought after, and that it'll probably get a price drop at some point soon. You going to see the new Sonic movie? No, I am not. Says I like the scene with the grandma. I'm still waiting on them to hopefully we get that announcement soon that yes, Days of Thunder will be coming to the 4K format. We know we're getting Top Gun. Days of Thunder, they're saying hopefully we're gonna get it, but not for sure yet. Anybody else in here pick up anything from the Target buy two get one free sale or anything else this week? Bear says I want Top Gun. Yeah, I definitely want Top Gun, and the new Top Gun Maverick is definitely something I'm hoping to see opening day. The good news is with just last Monday, I started a new location at work. They moved me from my old building to a new building. The new building is in Cary. So if I exit out of my back door of my building and just walk up the hill for like 30 seconds, there's an IMAX theater sitting right there. That's the closest IMAX to me. From my house, that's about 45 minutes. That's why I never go there. I just go to a regular theater. But I'm excited to have an IMAX right there. So now, like, if I get off work or something like that, I can just go see a film. So Top Gun is definitely going to be seen at IMAX. I cannot wait for that. World Trade Center coming to the 4K format. Doesn't sound like something I'm going to buy unless it comes to like $10. I actually still don't mind going back watching coverage from the World Trade Center because it had a big effect on what was going on around me at that time of life. So I actually do go back sometimes and watch some of that footage. I actually watched the footage the other day that one of the girls put out that lived right there by the building. Her and her friends was up in that building, was up in their room. They was in college. They was up in their room right when it happened, and she pulled out her camera and recorded right after the first plane had hit the first building. And then they saw the second explosion also. So I just watched that the other day. So yeah, I go back every now and then and watch that stuff. Because there was a lot going on in my life at that time. Plus I lived right at a Air Force base. So life had changed at my job and right there where I lived at drastically around at that time when that happened. What do you think about the new Breakfast Club Steelbook? So I didn't even know that Steelbook was coming out. I seen the pictures of it. It's actually really nice. I like that the color and everything, all the art that's on it, because I believe what it looks like it looks like one of the students' lockers or something like that, and it's yellow. It was pretty neat. Of course, I won't be going and buying it, but it was pretty neat. And of course they got what is it, Gladiator and Braveheart. Um, Steelbooks are coming to Best Buy in March, I believe. I mean, I'll probably, y'all know I'm not a steelbook collector. I'm not the steelbook guy to be like, oh, I'm getting the steelbook versus the slip. To me, it's all the same. I'm getting the disc that you're getting, where you're just paying extra for a different case, which still gonna sit on the shelf and just be looked at by just me. So I might as well keep my extra $5 and put it towards something else. So it doesn't matter to me, steelbook or slip cover. I'll just rather keep the 5 and put it to something else. But Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I may, depending on what that steelbook's gonna look like, what the art looks like, and everything like that, I might go back and buy that, and I'll just get rid of the slipcase 4K that I have of it. 4K Crib says good performance by Nicolas Cage. I need The Rock to come to 4K. That would be dope. The Rock, Con Air. I would love for those two. Gemini Man has the best 4K picture quality. I would agree. I would say, yeah, this year, yeah, Gemini Man does have. I would still, I don't know. I would have to put that. See, I wish I had two screens side by side or something to where I could compare that and like The Revenant. I haven't seen Billy's Long Halftime Walk. I know it's filmed the same way as like Gemini Man. So, but I would love to look at those and try to compare to see which one's better. I would still say Revenant probably has the best picture quality for a 4K release. Have you already seen Joker in 4K? Yes, Jaroslav. I've seen Joker. I have it. Didn't too much care for the movie. It was cool. Joaquin Phoenix had a great portrayal of the Joker. He did a very good job in that film. But as far as movie overall, it was cool. It wasn't as hyped as everybody says. The ending was really good. I love the ending, but movie overall, I'd say 4 out of 5 when most people probably said 5 out of 5. Which isn't bad at all. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It just wasn't what everybody hyped it up to be. I don't know when I'll ever go back and watch it. I'll tell you that. It's not like something I got to put in anytime soon and be like, yeah, I need to watch it again. Shoot, I just finally watched Ready Player One the other day. That was pretty cool. I liked it. It was cool. You prefer 4K DI over 2K DI? It depends. It depends on how good the HDR, the Dolby Vision looks good on it. Queen is Slim, have you seen it? It comes out in 4K next month. But yeah, I try not to get caught up in all that 4K versus 2K. If it's not native 4K, I'm not buying it and all that hoopla. The HDR is what really makes the difference. I mean, there's a lot of films that's filmed over 4K, but they'll still downscale it to a 2K DI. So, oh, but shoot, matter of fact, we still got to put we talked about those other movies, Radford Rams. I don't know. Do you have Mortal Instruments? Now, I'm not gonna say it looks as good as Gemini Man and everything like that, but that was filmed at what, 6 or 5K, and this 4K. And it looks damn good too. But I ain't gonna say it looks better than Gemini Man or Revenant. But if you ain't got it, I would definitely say pick that up. Mortal Engines. Yeah, Mortal Engines. I'm sorry. Bear says, hope the first Triple X will get a 4K release. You have Terminator 2 4K. Yes, I do. Jaroslav says Sony got to do it. Now, yeah, I'm gonna say almost anything from Sony. Yes, you're gonna get some quality. You're gonna get a quality film. But yeah, this one, Mortal Engines. Yeah, if you ain't got this, man, definitely go ahead and pick it up, get it in your collection. It's really, man, it was dope. It was a much better movie than what I thought it was gonna be. Because honestly, if somebody wouldn't have told me about it and said, "Yo, it's 4K native, picture quality is great and everything," I'd have probably never picked it up till I seen it for like $10 or less and would have been like, "All right, let me just go ahead and get it, see what it's about." Because I thought the movie itself was just gonna be complete garbage. 4K Chris says, I think Fry's is gonna go bankrupt. Do you shop there? No, I'm in North Carolina, so we don't have a Fry's. I think you gotta go up towards, I think Fry's doesn't start till up towards like New Jersey. I'm not too sure, but I think you gotta go up that way for Fry's. And a lot of times they don't ship. There's a few movies I got from there when they would do like 2 for $20 or something like that, and they would ship. But ever since then, I haven't seen that they'll ship anything to you. You got to pick up in stores or something like that. But I'm gonna be honest, you can get some good prices at Fry's, but yeah. But like most other electronic places, yeah, it'll probably go out of business. Still need to pick up Zombieland Double Tap. I really recommend it. It lives up to the first one. Yeah, honest. That's what when I was saying I was gonna do the buy two get one free at Target. Zombieland Double Tap was one of the films I was thinking about getting because I was like, oh well, it's gonna be free anyway, sort of, not really, but you're still paying for it. At the end, don't really think it's free. They're just giving it to you for a lesser price than what they suggested retail prices in the store. But yeah, that was one of the choices. Stanley James, what is going on, man? Welcome to the building. Make sure you hit that like button. I already know you're subscribed. You always first one to get that notification on your phone and hit up the videos and all that good stuff, man. Welcome. Boy, this is a good thing about having a little mini fridge in your room. Ain't got no ice in here though. No, Radford, Dr. Sleep, that's still on my radar. That was part of my buy two get one free. I wanted to get that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm trying to figure out movie number 3. Stanley James, did you hit on those reverse breads over the weekend, man? I haven't heard of that one. Jaroslav says, when it comes to zombie movies, I like to mention The Dead Don't Die. Have you seen it? No, I haven't seen that. I don't even think I've heard it. I'm definitely about to look it up there. I love when y'all consider movies and things like that. Y'all want to, because it's been a minute since I've even done one of my videos where, I go buy something that one the subscribers you guys have told me to go pick up, and it's a blind buy. It's been a minute because I haven't really had anybody hit me up like, yo, you got to get this. 4K Crib has been doing it lately, but that's been for new releases. I want y'all to give me something that I haven't picked up yet that I should definitely give a try. It don't die. Is this something that is it more campy? It looks campy. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit's coming out. My Bloody Valentine. Yep, that was cool. Did anybody see Gretel Hansel? I did want to see that, but I ain't heard nobody talk about it. I ain't just no, just it's been silence. Wait, what's scary? The dead don't die? Cause it don't look scary. 'em. All right, so I'll. Oh, okay. Gretel Hansel looks scary. Oh, so you ain't really into like the scary, or you'll watch it, but I don't do the cult type stuff. I'll watch a scary movie, but if it's like real cult or too devilish, nah, I'm not doing it. Four K Crib says, well, yeah, but last week I went to go see The Turning, and I was the only one in the theater. I don't like witchcraft or devil movies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's too like devil related, nah, I'm not into it. Like, I'm gonna say something old school, something like Hellraiser. Like, if it's dealing too much, like, no. Hellraiser's cool. Like, I like the character, like his costume and everything, a pinhead and all that. But nah, it's too deep into like witchcraft and like artifacts and devil. No, I don't do it. Oh, the new Saw trailer looks good. I'm ready for that. That came out of the blue. I didn't even know they was making that. Like somebody was like, "Yo, somebody sent it to me." Can't remember who. I'm sorry if it was one of you guys, but somebody did send it to me for me to watch it. I was like, "What is this?" And yeah, it looks promising. Honestly, to me, Jigsaw that wasn't bad. So yeah, I'm ready for this. And then you put Samuel L. Jackson in there with his cursing. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm ready. Sign me up. Get my ticket. I think I'm most ready for Black Widow though. What y'all think about the Disney the Disney Plus shows that's coming with WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki? What y'all think about those? I know there's a lot of people that's kind of upset about what WandaVision looked like. Looked like a old sitcom. I think it could turn out good. I think maybe I don't think the whole show will be like that. But I don't know. It was a quick trailer, so they didn't give us much, but hopefully the whole show won't look like that. Yeah, I got Disney through Verizon too, so I'm hoping it don't come like I don't know when did it come? I can't remember, but hopefully it comes well before like that year is up. Because as of right now, it don't look like something I'm gonna subscribe to on a monthly basis. I haven't even watched anything on there. My wife watches stuff almost every day because she watches Chippendales, um, she watches some other stuff on there, but I don't even watch it, and it's free. I told y'all like when it first came, I was watching the old X-Men animated series. But other than that, I haven't watched it. I keep saying I'm gonna go in there, sit in the living room, and watch the Mandalorian. Still haven't watched that because I'm not a Star Wars fan. So it's not like I'm not pushed to have to go sit down and watch it. So the Disney Plus app for me right now has been like a no-go. The only reason I wanted it when they first talked about it, the only reason I wanted it was because they was connecting like what is this connected to it? Hulu and ESPN Plus, and I just wanted the ESPN Plus for UFC fights. So I was like, yeah, cool, sign me up if I get all of that. But as of right now, I can say it's insignificant for me. I'm sure there's plenty of people that's getting a lot out of it. That's just loving it to death. Nope, did not pick up Boys in the Hood yet, Stanley. Spider-Man and Disney's dug on it. Yeah, I mean, there's some good shows on there. I don't know. Probably because I don't have it. Maybe if I had the sign in and stuff logged in the TV that's in front of me right now in my little room, I would go onto the app and watch stuff. But since it's in the living room and I'm never in there, that's probably why I just don't even watch it. Like even Netflix, I don't have the Netflix password into this TV in here, but it's in there, so I don't even watch the Netflix. Unless I go in there and I'm in the kitchen or something and I want to watch Netflix. That's crazy. Still need to check out that other movie people kept telling me to watch from last year, Stuber. 4K says Stuber was good. Yeah, kept hearing that. Let me see. Stanley James says, I still haven't watched Stuber either. Yeah, I'm figuring it's probably kind of funny because Dave Bautista, he's a better actor than you would think he would have been when he first started. He's like, oh, this big buff wrestling guy. But he's translated well. When is Friday coming to the 4K format? That's a good. I mean, if they're gonna bring Friday, I would like the whole series to just go ahead and come over in a box set. Am I going to wait until Black Friday to pick up most of my 4K movies? No, sir. If it's something I really love, then that I know I'm gonna watch over and over, yeah, just go ahead and buy it when it come out. I ain't gonna wait 8 months down the line to buy a movie. Then I'm gonna have this super huge backlog of movies that I'm not gonna open for quite some time, just sitting there that I done spent money on for no reason. Did you watch Raw this week? Stanley James, let me tell you, I'm upset that I didn't. Usually I'm just like, forget Raw, forget SmackDown. The product is not that good. Monday, I wanted to watch Raw. I don't know what happened to me from Friday until Tuesday morning. My baby was sick all last week. I ended up getting sick over the weekend. Sunday night, I had a fever. My wife touched me. She was like, you were burning up. So I believe my temperature was probably at least, I would say, and I'm not kidding at all, probably about 103 to 105 degrees on Sunday night. I didn't feel like really, really bad. I knew something was wrong. My body was weak. I felt tired. But I wasn't like down and out, like, you know, when you got the flu or something like that and you just can't, you can barely move and all like that. I still felt like my normal self. I just knew something wasn't right. So I was sweating like crazy that night. I mean, pools of sweat. I thought the baby peed in the bed. That's how bad I was sweating. Next morning, felt okay, but before I left to go to work, I took my temperature. I was still at 100-something degrees. So went to work, came home. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch wrestling and all that. Man, I came home, laid down, fell asleep. And then I wake up. Later that night, I woke up. Could have probably turned it on still because I think it was probably like in the hour 2, towards the end of 3 hours. So I was like, nah, forget it. It was probably whack anyway because Raw, let's face it, Raw is kind of hard to get through 3 hours. So the next morning, I'm on my way to work yesterday morning. So I'm like, let me pull up ups and downs of Raw. And I see Shayna Baszler done came out and had a nice segment with Becky Lynch that everybody's like, oh, I can't believe this happened. This is a great segment. Everybody loved it. I'm pretty pissed now because I missed it. Of course, I can go back and watch the YouTube highlight and everything of it, but it's not the same because they're going to censor it. Because I heard like she bit her neck like she was a vampire and all this. Like I heard it was pretty damn cool. Put it that way. So I'm pretty upset that I missed that. I heard the show overall was not that bad this week. So a little upset that I missed it. Jaws 4K coming later this year. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Of course, it's going to come summertime because that is Jaws season. You got to watch Jaws around May. Around Memorial Weekend is when that Jaws season really kicks in the notch. So yeah, that's going to be a good one. Can't wait for that. It's always good to get those catalog titles. Even though a lot of times I'll be wanting newer films, but it's always good to get those nice catalog titles no matter how many times you done purchased them before from all the transfers and things like that. But it's going to be good to have Jaws. Still waiting on stuff like can you come with RoboCops would be dope. Can you still come with the first Terminator? You gave us Terminator 2. But of course, that's creme de la creme. You're going to get that in every format as well, just like Scarface. But can you give us the first Terminator? Like you said, can you give us Taxi Driver? Can you give us, what else? A lot of stuff. So catalog titles are there's still a lot of ones that I would love to have. Did you get Parasite? Nope. Randy Orton did what he did to Edge to Matt Hardy. Yeah, I heard the Matt Hardy thing happen. So now that's over with. Where is he going from here? Will he sign another contract with WWE? Is he about to show up on AEW with the Dark Order as the leader? That would be cool to see. I mean, they need somebody else, another star. So that would be dope if he comes over to AEW at some point. So yeah, I heard it was a pretty good Raw that I missed out on. And that's another thing. So ever since PlayStation View went away, that's how I watch TV. So I was able to watch some stuff on TV that went away. Now I got Spectrum called me one day because I got internet with Spectrum and they was like, hey, do you want to try out the TV? So I tried it out just so I could have NXT and AEW, but I forgot that some nights I still work on a Wednesday night and it ain't got no DVR. And it's like, what is this? $30 a month takes my bill to $90 a month with internet and this little stupid TV app. That's horrible. I don't like it. I need to cancel it. But it's what I got right now to watch wrestling on Wednesday nights. But I hate the fact there's no DVR. So now I'm gonna actually have to find another way to watch, and everything else is about $50. But you got DVR, and you probably got more options because this stupid Spectrum TV is like 25 channels. So there's no ESPN. I don't think I can't remember because I barely use the app, but I do get TNT, USA, TBS. But for the most part, it's kind of pointless other than me watching Wednesday Night Wrestling. I've heard, let me read that comment. Cantana 65 says, Parasite is so overrated, actually it's pretty boring. I've heard of the same exact thing, that it's pretty boring. And I don't really get into reading subtitles for about 2 hours unless it's a really good movie. Like martial arts or something. Sandy Jane says he said goodbye on Twitter, so they say he's done with WWE. And that's weird because the same thing happened with MVP when he wrestled Rey Mysterio. He said that he's done with WWE. He did it just so his son could see him wrestling, one of his favorite wrestlers, or something's crazy with his son that, you know, that was it for him. But they say he did a segment with his little promo thing like Miz TV and Alexa Bliss has. I forget the name of his segment, but they say he was there on Monday night and did his segment. Knives Out 4K Steelbook is coming in 2 weeks. Yes, I heard so many good things about that movie, so I can't wait for that. Yeah, the VIP lounge. So he says he had a segment with Drew McIntyre. Do you think American English is easier than British to not English speaker? I don't know. I think I understand your comment correctly, like, because American English and the English that Europeans over in Europe speak are a little bit different. It's kind of the same, but we use the words kind of in a different context. I can't say it's easier because it's kind of like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. It's still kind of Spanish, but they may use a term here and there a little bit differently or in reverse or something like that. So it's kind of, I don't know. I can't fully answer your question, but LOL, Friday the 13th, 40th year anniversary is coming out on Blu-ray. Can they stop? I told you, man, as long as they know that people are going to buy something, they're going to keep releasing this stuff over and over. It's like I said, when Scarface came out to 4K, man, like the 5th different type of release for Scarface, but you're going to buy every time. So they know the money is going to be there to be made. John Cena returned to WWE on February 28th. I mean, you know, a lot of people are about to come back because it's WrestleMania season. So we're about to get a lot of the old school wrestlers every week on wrestling still. Instead of pushing all these new talent and trying to create a new face of the company, that all they do is return all these old timers to the ring. Like, can we stop? Because I swear, everybody, once again, because it's WrestleMania time, so it's time to let's talk about The Undertaker. Is The Undertaker going to be at WrestleMania? Who's The Undertaker going to wrestle? I'm tired of The Undertaker. Let The Undertaker sit down. What about Edge? Edge looked good. I'm not going to lie, Edge looked good. Of course, yes, he does look old, but he still looked good out there in the ring. But he can't go out there week after week. Not at this point in life. He ain't about to show up in the ring every Monday wrestling. A high quality match. Radford says, are you going to pick up Midway 4K next Tuesday? Yes. Are you going to pick up Ford versus Ferrari 4K? Yes, I'm looking into probably picking that up this weekend. Everybody picked it up. Everybody's talking about it. I didn't think about what the audio quality, being that it's a racing movie, would sound like. I don't know how much racing is in the film. Let me put it that way. To me, the trailer, I wanted to see the movie when it came out. Let's be clear about that. It looks like a really good movie. But I don't know how much racing is actually in the film. 4K Crib, you could tell me more about that. Is it enough racing in there, or is it more about the two companies? Why did they put the Stanley James? I wish you was in here earlier. I ranted about that, like, because I forgot who it was, but somebody was like, "Yeah, Super Showdown is next week," and that we know that's a glorified house show. I was like, "Why is the Fiend about to fight Goldberg?" People have already been kind of complaining about the Fiend matches not being all that great. Y'all already know this. It's probably about to be horrible. Not horrible, but it's probably gonna be like, okay, yay, we had the Fiend versus Goldberg. Okay. For what? Why? Did it mean anything? No. Other than making money from the Saudis.
Or just get John Cena to appear. Hey everybody, I'm John Cena, 16-time WWE champ, saying support Wrestle Talk. Talk about wrestling. I like it.
Why is Ricochet about to fight Brock Lesnar? I just hope they don't. I don't want them to mess up this Becky and Shayna Baszler thing. And then the whole, I really hope that they are not utilizing Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte as just a gimmick to get people to start watching NXT. Because if y'all follow the ratings, NXT has been getting, I ain't gonna say killed by AEW week after week ever since after Christmas, but they've been getting beat. So I hope they're not using this whole angle as a way to get more eyes just on NXT. I hope this is actually about to be a WrestleMania match. I'm excited for Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be pretty cool. That Royal Rumble, that was dope. That was probably that's the best Royal Rumble in years. It was pretty cool to see Drew McIntyre finally put out there like that. His character change has been pretty cool. Are you looking forward to Fast and Furious 9? Of course, no matter how gimmicky this franchise gets, you got to go see it. It's always still a good popcorn flick to sit down and watch over the summer, no matter how wonky it gets. But like I said, they can keep that Hobbs and Shaw spinoff. That was weak. Maybe if I was in my kid ages when I loved motorcycles and all that stuff, I would have loved it back then because it looked like something from G.I. Joe.
Post your suggestions of what you want to see me cover, upvote the ones you like the look of, and I'll put them out to a poll later this week. Adam Blanquier has returned to Wrestling Lists. Click the video on the right to watch his top 10 WWE versus...
But fellas, I think we're gonna probably, let me get this last comment in. Mojo Rawley lost 24/7 title. Yes, I heard about that with his tag team partner. They lost to Street Profits in like 5 seconds. I don't know what they're doing with Street Profits. I almost wish they'd stayed on NXT. But anyway, yeah, I heard he lost the title with another surprise roll up. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and end it there, you guys. I will let you guys know whether or not I'm going to come on Friday. Friday is Valentine's Day. I got a couple things to do that morning. I want to put together something for all my girls, my 3 girls and my wife. I want to put something together for them for Valentine's Day. So I may get on Friday afternoon around the same time. If not, probably between 1 and 2 o'clock. But as always, I will post it here on YouTube as a card again, and I will post it on Instagram. Like, give me at least 30 minutes before I go live. But nonetheless, you guys, thank you for joining me. It's been the Midday Movie News with your boy 4KD right here at the 4K Corner. As always, hit that like button before you head out. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when new videos are posted. And follow me over on Instagram at 4KDRay for additional content. You guys, thank you. We are gone.